Okay, so welcome back to you all. This is 1920 Gaming, this is the manager's journey, and this is FIFA 20 career mode, and once again we're back with another episode of our Kilmarnock journey. And in the last episode, for those of you who saw it, you will know that the chairman paid us a surprise visit, and one of the things that he mentioned was that he was going to be evaluating us in our home games in the month of December as we roll slowly towards this January transfer window. And he's going to then make obviously the decision whether he wants to invest money into the team or not. I suppose that depends on how well we do or don't do. Not 100% sure at the moment. I'm sure things will become more clear as we move along. So to start today's episode off properly, we're going to just have a look at the results from the last episode, starting with a 3-0 away win against Aberdeen. 4-0 home win followed that against Hamilton. Then we played Hearts. We managed only to get a 3-3 draw out of that one at home. But then we went away to Hibs and we bounced back really well with a 5-0 win. Today's episode is going to see us go up against St Johnstone, Livingston and Ross County. The St Johnstone game is going to be at home, so chairman will be at that one. We got Livingston away and then we go to Ross County away. And we're going to leave it there and then come back again for another episode where we'll take on Motherwell, Rangers and St Mirren. Before we do that though, we're going to get into a bit of training here. We've got some pretty average results. Wilson's wasn't great, but yeah, across the board, pretty average. Frizzle did well, to be fair. And that's training done. We got Mackenzie, that I'm happy with the fact that he's happy with the amount of football he's getting at the moment. There is absolutely no way that we can drop him just at the minute. He's playing far too well for that. Now what we're going to do is just advance and see if anything else comes up before the game, which it doesn't, so I will once again see you guys at kickoff. So here we go then, at home for the first game of the episode. Keeping in mind the chairman's going to be here today, we need a really good solid performance. Just to prove that we are challenging with Celtic and Rangers for the European spots. I think we're in second at the moment. It has been a week since the last time I played the game. But yeah, I think it is, we're in second at the moment chasing Celtic, so a good performance is needed here. A lot of excitement, hopefully a few goals for the chairman to watch, and maybe that can bring the investment we're looking for. We could get off to a really quick start here if we can get Mackenzie back in. We won the ball high up the pitch there. He's turned nicely, tried to find the ball inside, but it was cut out just at the last minute. But that's definitely the kind of start that we're after. Although this is some nice ball movement here from St Johnstone, The ball's put just over Millen's head. Millen, who's one of the rotations for today. We've also got Wilson in centre-back position today as well. Other than that, we are as strong as we can be. So yeah, not taking St Johnstone lightly, and looking, like I said, for a good performance at home, and hopefully some excitement and a few goals for all of us, including the chairman. We've got Burke here in a bit of space. It's a good ball from Millen. Nice little 1-2. That's worked really well. Burke's got a lot of room to pick out a good pass here. He's done that. The ball's laid off again. Shot's blocked. It's laid off again to Friesel, and that is a really, really composed finish. That is us 1-0 up in just over 10 minutes. What an absolutely brilliant start. That is everyone there, as you can see in the shot, is happy. The players, the fans are jumping up and down. Look at that for a sight in our new stadium. The ball was played back here. First shot was blocked, which was unlucky, but there's the presence of mind there for the back heel. And then Frizzell, the keeper, obviously thinks by looking at his action he's going to go for the near post, but he just tucks it in the far one, and that gives us the exact kind of start that we were looking for, and that is now us nicely 1-0 up against St Johnstone already. Hopefully, like I said, there can be a few goals today, and that's the perfect way to get this game kicked off. We just don't need to concede anything early now after doing that. That's a nice turn there from their winger. Again, they're moving the ball quite well and quickly when they've got it, but we've turned that one over nicely. And can we get away again now? We've still got it at the moment. Dicker's got it now. It's out to this right hand side again. That's where the goal came from just. Burke did well to ride the tackle but couldn't find the pass, and St Johnstone bring it away again. And I've got to admit, guys, they have been much the better team in the last 10-15 minutes of this game. Since we've scored, really, we've not done anything else since. We've just held our shape. They've still managed to break through at times, having a few shots at goal. Nothing really to write home about, but we might be on for something here, because this is a really swift counter. We've got McKenzie breaking through, and this is 2-0 all day. There it is. It is 2-0. There's no way he's going to miss. I'm just so confident with him when we get him one-on-one with a keeper. It might be the same finish every time, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. He just opens the body up so nicely and just passes it into that far corner, that far post every single time. We get another shot of it here. It's just beautifully placed. He never even looks like he's going to miss. And that is us, despite not playing well, that is us 2-0 up. At the moment, as a team, we just have no one who can pass the ball. We can't keep possession for long spells. There's always a pass that goes away or wide, whatever you want to say. It just doesn't go to its target. It gets picked off. It's not got enough weight on it. It's got too much weight, and the first touches are poor. This squad needs so much work, and hopefully playing not well, but getting the result today and keeping up with Celtic. Maybe, just maybe, we get some investment in January. It's got to be 3. It's not 3. Keeper saves it. I saw again Frizzell just run nicely through. It's a great little ball into him again, but this time finishes straight at the keeper. Can we do anything with a corner? We got McKenzie whipping this one in. It's right towards the penalty spot. It's not worked out too badly, but even though we won the second ball, we couldn't do anything with it. And all we've got to do now is just be smart and hold it and try and see this through till half time. We do just that. We're at the hour mark now, as you can see. Again, it's not been a great game to watch. This has been pretty much what's been happening the entire second half. We've had no looks at goal at all this half, and we've managed to limit St Johnstone. They might get one here though. They don't. Thankfully, we managed to sort ourselves out. But yeah, we've had no looks, they've had no looks, and we're 65 minutes in now. It's been a really poor second half, and that sums it up there. Even on the counter, like I said, we've not had a shot. It's been a really poor watch so far. Hopefully things will pick up though. And at the moment we're defending our third corner in a row here. We're inside the last 10 minutes now, still trying to hold on to this clean sheet. it's getting more and more difficult, it seems, even to break out. We might manage to do just that here though. Can we just speed past the defenders now? We can't. It's given away again. We do turn it over again though, and then lose it again. There's just been a real lack of quality in this game. He's done brilliantly there though to ride them tackles, and Finley actually done really well there. I know he's been getting a lot of criticism lately, but he did do well. But then we play suicidal football. We just need to whack this away and see this game out. That will do nicely. Can we just hold it up here now just for 2 minutes? And there's probably only going to be 2 minutes injury time, I would imagine. Just drop that back again. No, we haven't dropped it back, but we are keeping hold of the ball at the minute. This is really nice play. We couldn't find that final ball though. We have another chance and give it straight back away again. And it looks for all the world now like this is going to be 2-0. Or is it? We might get Bunning here. Can he just put one inside? He can. But again, not enough quality on that final ball. And it is 2-0. We get a good clean sheet. A really hard fought clean sheet, I would say. We got a couple of goals. But the chairman is here today, and if he cannot see that this squad needs a hell of a lot of investment to up the quality of the games that the fans are watching, that you're watching, that I'm playing in, all that stuff, we definitely are in need of some investment into this team. And as you can see now, away from the pitch for a minute, the next match now is away at Livingston, where the chairman's not gonna be. At the moment, before we get into that game though, we're just looking at bringing in a new player here. Clayton Lewis is a free agent, just to boost up the numbers. This is nothing to do with investment from the chairman or anything like that. I've had my eyes on a couple of free agents, and this one, even at a 61 overall, is the best of the ones that I've been looking at. He is a cam, but can also play just flat centre midfield. So he seems to fit the role at the moment. We have let a couple of players out. We've got one on loan. Another couple might be going in January. So we're just covering our bases with injuries and things like that. We don't want to be caught being short, having to forfeit games and this, that and the other. So we're just looking to bring Clayton in just to boost up the squad numbers and the options that we do have. Obviously no transfer fee involved, which is really helpful to us at the moment. He's not going to be on a lot of money if he accepts this contract, just £5,000 signing fee, and he's going to be on £1.5 a week. So that's one through the door. You got a brief look at some of the players that I'm looking at there. I will show you them closer to January. Every time a player pops into my head, I'm adding him to the shortlist, getting him scouted up, ready for January. That's if we get any investment. It's still hard to say what's actually going to happen there at the moment. But for now, there you can see Lewis just giving us another reserve. And yeah, we're going to now go and jump into this Livingston game. So for this one, we're not wasting any time. We're jumping straight to kick off. It is an away game, so like I say, there's no chairman at this one. But that still doesn't mean I want it to be any less of a performance. I still would like to see us progressing, playing better football, creating more chances, scoring more goals and all of that good stuff. But we'll see how we get on. And the answer is not very good. We're 40 minutes in at the moment, and there's not been a single shot in this game just yet. Cameron's done really well there. Can he get the ball back again? He can. And first shot's in, but it's offside. That is so unlucky. The Power just had to touch it again with his right foot before he could play the pass. And by that time, Cameron had run offside. That was our first look at goal. It was in the back of the net, which is a positive. But unfortunately, it's got ruled out. Thomas has done really well to pick that off in the middle though. Cameron's got the ball again here. He's lost it, but we got fortunate again as it come back to Thomas again. Powers played that through the middle nicely. Thomas is here now on the end of it. On his left foot, he's drove it into the corner. and we've not played well at all, but neither of Livingston. 0-0 at half time would probably have been a fair result, but I'm not going to complain about it. We're away from home and we're 1-0 up. Once again, we're having to win ugly, but winning is just what we're doing. He's put that right across the ground. Keeper couldn't get down quick enough, and that is us 1-0 up right on the stroke of half time. Hard luck that on Livingston, but that's football for you, I suppose. We just don't need to concede now. We need to take this lead into half time. Mackenzie's done really well there. No, he hasn't, because he's lost it. Can we just see this out now? We're 2 minutes in. There you go. That is half time on a sunny day in Livingston. We've got the lead at half time, and we'll take that and go. And we're needing a much better performance in this half. The first half was probably one of the worst games of FIFA I've played in or seen in a long time. I can't remember the last time that we went in at half time with almost both teams having no shots at goal. It's quite incredible, really. And yeah, if that's an indication of what's going to go on in the second half, that pass there, then we could be in for more of the same, unfortunately. And at the moment, that's exactly what is happening from our point of view. But Livingston have come out and they're really giving this a go. The first 5-10 minutes of this half, we've been absolutely just defending for our lives, and we still can't get it away here. They're at the bar now. The shots just coming in from everywhere. We really need to get our acts together in this game. We've been absolutely terrible. We've finally managed to work it out of our third. We've got the ball forward here now. It's nice play. Cameron's done well there. He's flicked it back over into Brophy, who puts a great ball back into Cameron, and that is 2-0. We so needed that, because it looks for all the world like we are going to concede in this game. But now we've got a bit of breathing space. It worked out to be a really nice counter in the end, actually. We played it out from the back when we were under real pressure. The right decisions were made. The passes found the targets all the way up for a change. And that is actually a really nice counter goal. And 2-0 is really harsh on Livingston, but we don't care about that. We just need to get as many points as we can, keep that pressure on Celtic at the moment, which is, to be fair, well above where we thought we were going to be, well above what our aims are. Whether we can keep it there, though, is a different thing altogether with the way that we've been playing in this episode so far. Yeah, we've got something to build on now, though, so hopefully we can be a bit more positive now, especially with that breathing space, and go on and try and get some control of this game. And that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just keeping some nice possession. We're not really causing them much trouble, although, as I say, that's a beautiful opening for Cameron, and he's got his second, and he's coming alive right now in the last third of this game, which is just what I want to see. That is the point sealed now. Again, really tough on Livingston, especially in front of their home fans. It just opened up so nicely here. Cameron had all the time in the world, almost by the penalty spot, and he just puts it into that far corner, and that is us now 3-0 up, and I think that's us home and host for this one. And that's exactly what we are. The score line in this one is really flattering. But again, we've picked up the points, we've done the job. We didn't do it in a pretty way, but we did it nonetheless, and that is another really welcome and important 3 points. So now we move into the last game of the episode, away again at Ross County, hoping for a much better game than I've had in the last couple. Happy with the results in the last couple, but really not happy with the level of performance at all. We need big improvements. We can't just, I suppose, rely on investment. Maybe I've got to change the formation, the way we're playing, systems, or any other things like that, because what we're doing at the moment is just not working at all. I have no confidence in trying to play out from the back. No confidence trying to go forward too quickly, because the passes never reach their targets. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what kind of team we are at the moment. Really struggling with that, and that's got to be a free kick ref, surely. It is a free kick, and I think it's going to be, it's a yellow card. At the moment, the kind of team we are is get the ball to Mackenzie, hope he can find either the back of the net or Brophy, and Brophy can find the back of the net. That's pretty much all the game plan is just at the moment. We need to be doing more than that, of course. But I'm just finding it really, really tough at the moment, tougher than I thought I would. It feels harder than it was with Warsaw in their first season. We have obviously gone up a difficulty, that'll be something to do with it. If I remember rightly, we started with Warsaw on World Class. And of course we're on Legendary, which since the update is now the new Ultimate. A quick bit on that. There you go, Mackenzie almost there, gets us 1-0 up. But yeah, a quick word on Ultimate. The plan was in Season 2 or even at January. I wanted to assess the games, see what the difficulty was. And then if it was too easy, then go up to Ultimate. But either January or at the end of the season, like I say. But since that new update, it's now obviously confirmed that all it does is put every single player that you play against in every single match, 99 stats overall. That is just going to be absolutely no fun, because for one, you could be playing like we are now, Ross County, and then in the next game, if you're in it, you could be playing a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, a Man City or something in the Champions League. Hold on just a second. Oh my god. Oh, it was blocked. I was going to say, please don't tell me our best strikers just put that over from there. But no, it was blocked, unfortunately. Good defending, to be fair. But yeah, back to the point. There is no way in any shape or form, in all due respect to Ross County, that game should be every bit as difficult as playing against one of the teams that I just mentioned. It'd just take all of the interest out of the game, because why really do you need to be in the Champions League to be playing exactly the same difficulty of players, quality of players? When you're playing them week in, week out in the league, it just makes no sense. So we're not going to be doing that. What if anything, if we do need to up the difficulty, then it's going to be sliders. I'll just adjust them all by one, whatever way they need to be, until we find a good competitive level where we are probably putting the game where it should be is probably the best way to put it. At the moment, that's something for January anyway. At the moment, I'm going to leave it as it is. See what happens, see what the results are like, and as we get used to this team more, if we start turning teams over 4, 5 and 6-0 every week, then obviously we're just going to adjust it. But at the moment, it is hard work as it is, so I feel it's at a good level at the moment. We've accidentally, in a way, done what I thought that we might do in January. With the new update, we've accidentally gone up to Ultimate, because I have heard people saying that Legendary is now what Ultimate was before the update anyway. So yeah, the difficulty level has gone up without me adjusting it at the moment. And as it gets too easy, I'll adjust it again, but it is going to be with the sliders, just to keep the balance right of, like I say, it should be more difficult against certain teams than it should be against others. That's the nature of the game, of sport, of football, of any sport really. Like I say, not playing against 99 players every week, that would just kill the career stone dead, both from my point of view and yours. So yeah, speaking of difficulty, we go 1-0 down. That is great stuff. I just needed to get that off my chest, and I was thinking, because of us being second in the league, that yeah, it may need to go up to Ultimate, but we're not going to be doing that now. and just as I was about to finish off that point, we go 1-0 down, proving the point really that we don't need to adjust anything at the moment. I feel it's okay, and we'll just keep an eye on it really. But yeah, back to the game. We now find ourselves 1-0 down, which the way that we've been playing at the moment is not really all that much of a surprise. We've also got Cameron with an injury now in this game as well, so it could be that he has to come off, and that is indeed, I was just going to say, is that a penalty or a free kick, but I saw I saw the referee point to the penalty spot, and we've got a chance to get right back into this game now. We won't talk about that little replay there. I don't know what on earth has just happened. And we're going into that bottom corner with Brophy again. And this time the keeper doesn't save it. And just as quick as we went 1-0 down, we're now back level terms right before half time. And yeah, we'll definitely take that. And since the turn we've gone into the second half, we've really turned the screw. We've come out of the blocks absolutely flying, which is what I want to see. We've had shot after shot after shot, and we've really started the second half really well. This is the kind of football that I want us to play all the time, and we're rewarded for it almost instantly. 10 minutes into the second half, we're 2-1 up. It's the captain, he has been captain recently as well, with Ndika out. Yeah, it's power, and it's 2-1, and it's really nice build-up play as well. And the way that we've come out and been way more aggressive in this second half, in terms of we're shooting outside the box, we're getting the ball wide, we're getting it back inside, taking shots from all angles. With his left foot there, Power just slams that one into the near post, and we find ourselves 2-1 up, and we've took advantage while we're playing well. That is exactly what we've got to do, and I just want to see more of the same of this in this half. And as you can see, we've gone a full 20 minutes ahead now. We've not been playing the same in this second half. Once again, we've took the lead and we fell right back into our shell. Maybe it's a lack of confidence considering the form over the seasons and the team not changing much. I don't know what it is, it's hard to figure it out at the moment, but I do know that we've broken well clear here at the moment, and we've got another shot and a goal, and it is now 3-1, and that once again is the point wrapped up. It hasn't been pretty for majority of the match again. We had a 10-minute spell at the beginning of this half where we were really good. We took full advantage with scoring a goal. Mackenzie sets up another one here. He's just passed it into the net again. And that is now 3-1, and that is another 3 points. And we've still got a lot of work to do on the training ground with this team, but what we are doing while we're not playing well is managing to win game after game after game still. And that is a really good quality to have. We just want to be playing better. It's a lot more fun when you're playing better for both me and for you to watch. And yeah, because I legitimately don't remember what happens in majority of these games because of recording them in bulk on a weekend due to my work. So yeah, I don't know what's coming in these games either. We could be in again here. That's some really nice ball movement. Can Bert go all the way now? He come off the bench not long ago. That's a great ball to Mackenzie, but he couldn't volley it in. That's a real shame. That was a really nice move. But yeah, I play these games on one weekend and record them the next. And that just lets me not know what's going on or what's coming, which is more fun for me, but they're not really that fun of a watch back at the moment, if I'm being honest, just because the way that we're playing. But that is the fun of these career modes when you first start. It's really difficult, and it's more satisfying when you get a team that you are happy with, towards the end of the Warsaw career. And I like the fact that we're not doing it overnight and it's taking longer to build those sort of teams. It keeps it more interesting. I just can't wait to get to that point again. We're in injury time anyway now, and once this game ends, guys, so does the episode. So if you have enjoyed what you've seen, oh my god, how did we not concede there? Please do hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one, once this one's finished, that is. Could we get one more chance maybe? No, we can't. So that's gonna be it, guys. Like I said, thanks again for your time and for watching. It's a real pleasure to be making these. I'm really am enjoying this career mode as a whole, what we're doing with it, and the plans that I've got to take it where it's going. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, and I will see you all in the next one, guys. Bye bye.